like a bird. We keep the commandments, don't know what you heard. Pull out them scripts like I'm a director. I stay with my sword, I'm ready whenever. It's the end of the world.
How y'all doing? What's your name, sis?
I'm
Naya? Mariah? What's that? Michaela. So Naya, Mariah, Michaela. What's your name, bro? What do you say? Gray. Gray? All right. So Naya, Maya, Michaela. Great. Right? So I got a question for y'all. Who is this? Jesus, right? How do we know? Somebody told us, right? You go to church? You ever been to church? No? You never been to church? That's good, that's cool. That's good, because you don't want to be in there. Watch, I'm going to show you why. Because when you go in churches, if you ain't been in there, they got this guy on the wall, painted everywhere, right? On the little fans, fanning themselves with that Jesus, right? But does the Bible tell us what Jesus looked like?
Yeah.
It does?
Kinda.
What did it say?
It's been speaking about bronze skin and
Okay, you on a little bit. We're going to read it for you, right? Because we got to, like, I'm going to tell you like this. The same way a man told us that was Jesus and we believed it, and it's a lie, don't let me lie to you either. If I tell you something and I can't come out the scriptures with it, I'm a liar. Men lie, women lie, the scriptures don't lie. Right? Let's see what the Bible says Jesus Christ looked like. Jump to 14.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Right, it said Jesus Christ's head and hairs were white like wool, right? So it's white in color, woolly in texture. Michaela, who has hair like sheep wool? What people on earth have hair like sheep wool? Who has hair like sheep wool? Who? Black people, right? Does he have hair like sheep wool? Huh? No, right? So that's strike one on him, right? Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says Jesus Christ's eyes were as a flame of fire, right? Give me that Genesis 49.
They want to know what Jesus looked like too.
Okay. We're gonna wait for them. We're gonna catch them up to speed, right? So y'all should be able to answer the first part for them, right? When they get out, if y'all paying attention. You paying attention, Michaela? Yes. All right, we're gonna learn something today. This is the thing, right? So, I got a question for you, bro. It says, who is this? Who they tell us that is? I can't hear y'all. Y'all can come on. We don't bite. Y'all can step out the car right there. It ain't gonna take long. We don't bite. But who they tell us that is? They say that's Jesus, right? Right? So now we're going to read in the Bible what the Bible says Jesus looked like, right? Because are we going to believe what we were told, or are we going to believe what the Bible says? The Bible. What's your name, sis? Why you nervous, sis? We brothers and sisters. It ain't nothing to be nervous about. I ain't nobody to be nervous about, right? So the Bible, we're going to believe what the Bible says, right? So let's read what the Bible says about Jesus Christ. Read this.
Genesis chapter 49 verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
Hold on, we'll go back to Revelation. We got to catch them up real quick. But watch this. We're going to start from the top. Watch this. Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
You heard the book of Revelation before, right? Everybody heard of the book of Revelation, right? What the Bible say in the book of Revelation that we've read. Have you read the book of Revelation? A lot of our people read it and skip right over this part. Watch this.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It says Jesus Christ's head and his hairs were white like wool. Who on the earth has hair like sheep wool? Huh? Does he have hair like sheep wool? He has hair like sheep wool? No. Who on earth has hair like sheep wool? Michaela, help him. Who has hair like sheep wool? Black people. Sheep wool, nappy hair, right? It says Jesus Christ had hair like sheep wool. Read.
Check it out. As white as snow.
And it was fully white, right? Because this is 63 years after Christ walked the earth. So he came back to John as an older man. So his hair was white, pure white, right? Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says his eyes were as a flame of fire. What color is a flame of fire? Red, right? Does this guy have red eyes? No. What was Jesus Christ's first miracle? All right. What was Jesus Christ's first miracle? You know? What did he do at the wedding? He turned water into wine, right? And then he drunk some, right? Because it's not a sin to drink. It's a sin to get drunk, right? So it says his eyes were going to be red with wine. Watch what Moses said. Watch this.
Genesis chapter 49, verse 12.
Bring it out.
His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
So it says when Christ came, his eyes were going to be red with wine, right? Because Christ drank wine in moderation, right? So we got two features, right? We got his hair is like white wool, and his eyes are red like fire. That's two strikes on this guy, right? Read.
And his feet.
Now we're looking at Christ's feet, right? Michaela, if I saw your feet, I could tell what color the rest of your body is, right? Right. Agreed? If I saw your feet, I could tell what color. It's what it said about Christ's feet.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
It says his feet was like fine brass. What color is brass? Brown, right? You agree? Brown, right? So, do this dude look like he got feet like brass? So that's already strike 3 on him. We already could say this is not Jesus according to the Bible. That's right. But it says Jesus Christ had feet like fine brass. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So if I take that brass and I burn it in a furnace, what color would it turn? You agree? She said black. You agree? If you burn something in the fire, it turns what? Black, right? So if Jesus Christ's feet was black, what color was the rest of his body? Do you have black feet and a white face? Black, right? So if Jesus Christ was walking the earth today, he would be called what? A black man with white woolly hair, right? But where did this come from? Where did we learn this from? White people, right? This is a real man. His name was Cesare Borgia. He was the son of Pope Alexander VI. Pope. What church organization is associated with the Pope? The Catholics, right? What is the religion of most of our Mexican brothers and sisters? Catholics, right? So the Catholic Pope made his son into the Son of God, right? And then guess what happened shortly after that? Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? In 1492, and what did he do? He came and conquered your people that was over here, right? And he conquered them, he put them on there, he said, serve this white Jesus or die. Serve the Pope's son as God or die. Many of our people died, right? Atahualpa got burned at the stake because he would not bow to this.
Bring it out!
Right? But today, they don't got to kill us no more. Our people will come and kill us for saying that that's not Jesus. Even though the Bible tells us what Jesus looked like, our people will come and kill us for saying, no, that's a lie. And it's the truth. It's historical facts. They came over here and they conquered your people and they killed over 100 million natives over here. Right? So if I had natives that was working my fields and I killed 100 million, what's going to happen? I'm going to need more help, right? So what happened after that? $1492 happened. 1619, transatlantic slave trade. They came and they brought your brothers over here from that side of the earth. They said, hey, we need more laborers. Bring them over here on ships. Crown them on ships. But wait, what are we going to do when they get there? We don't want them to get together. If they get together, it's going to be problems. So we're going to tell you, you're a Mexican. You're Hispanic. You speak Spanish. You're a Catholic. You black. You're a Baptist. You're a Pentecostal. You speak English. Y'all two different people. But the Bible is letting us know that we the same people. We the same people. We God's chosen people. But we've been separated by religion, language, and the customs of the white man. They teach us different things, and that keeps us separated. But the Bible is telling us it's time for us to wake up and come back together. Right? Because who are we according to the Bible? I got a question. What's your nationality? What's your race? What's your dad? Your dad's Puerto Rican, right? What about you, same? Y'all fully black, right? And what's your race, sis? And bro, what's y'all race? Mexican, right? I got a question. Can I find Mexican in the Bible? Can I find Puerto Rican in the Bible? Can I find African American in the Bible? So all the nations are listed in the Bible, right? So what does God call you in the Bible? If he don't call you a Puerto Rican, what does he call you? If God don't call you a Mexican, what did he call you in the Bible? Because it's written in there, you in here.
Right.
Huh? You said what? What did you say?
You said white.
White? No. God didn't call you white. You don't want to be white in the Bible. We're going to show you in the scriptures, right? Look, check out this sign. That's why you need to get out, since we got a sign over here, right? It's showing us what God called us in the Bible versus what we got called when they came and conquered us and enslaved us, right? So you so-called black. American black's what they called it, but God said, you from the tribe of Judah. Guess who else was from the tribe of Judah? Jesus Christ was from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
What did the Bible just say Jesus Christ looked like? Black, a black man, right? So if Jesus Christ was from the tribe of Judah and he was a black man, what is Judah supposed to look like today? Black people, right?
That's
You
right.
said your dad's Puerto Rican, right? Port of riches, rich port. Are you a rich port? That don't make no sense, right? But what they call the Puerto Ricans, God called Ephraim. A powerful tribe. You're from the tribe of Ephraim.
Right.
They were the leader of the so-called Hispanics
Right.
when they came on this side of earth. Mexican. Mexican means mixed people. Hispanic means property of Spain, right? But God didn't call you Mexican. God said you're from the tribe of Issachar,
That's right.
right? So we gotta learn who we are according to the Bible. You're not a Mexican. You're from the tribe of Issachar.
Right.
The tribe of Issachar is important. Ephraim is important. Judah is important. Why is it important to know these things? Give me Revelation 21:12. I know y'all gotta leave. Let me show you something about knowing that you Issachar and not a Mexican,
Right.
or not a Puerto Rican, or not black, right? Because the kingdom of heaven. Let's see who the kingdom of heaven is for. Watch this.
Teach.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 12.
Bring it out.
And had a wall great and high,
The kingdom of heaven has a wall great and high, right? Read.
and had 12 gates.
And it has 12 gates, right? So it's 12 gates on the kingdom of heaven, not one big pearly gate. 12 gates, right? Read.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
It's 12 angels at the gate. What do you think those angels doing at the gate? You got 12 gates with 12 angels. What do you think the angel doing? You got big black angels at the front of the gate. What you think he doing? What y'all think he doing? Guarding it. If you ain't supposed to go in this gate, you can't get in this gate. The angel gonna make sure of it, right?
That's right.
Read.
And names written thereon.
Because these gates got names, right? You ever flew on a plane? Right? You ever went to a football game or something? And you get a ticket and say, gate A, seat 32, whatever. If you go to gate B, they gonna let you in?
Make it plain.
No, they're not gonna let you in, right? You gotta go to whatever gate your ticket says, right? So now the gates got names on them. What's the names that's on them?
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So those gates got the name of the 12 tribes. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Naphtali. Those are the names written on the gate, right? So if you come up to the gate and you're talking to the angel, you say, I'm Puerto Rican. Is a Puerto Rican gonna be written on that gate? So are you gonna be able to get in saying Puerto Rican? What about black? Is black written on the gate? What about Mexican? Is that written on the gate? Those not written on, but what about Ephraim? What about Judah? What about Issachar? Those are the names that's written on the gates.
Right.
So that's how you're gonna get into the kingdom of heaven. You gotta know what your name is according to God.
Right.
We are the people of God, and he gave us biblical names which was stripped from us. And they told you, you my property, you a Hispanic, you the property of Spain.
Teach.
That's the same. That's the reason you speak Spanish. Spanish. That wasn't our language. Right here. This is called a Decalogue stone, right? It's in Los Lunas, New Mexico, right off the Rio Grande River, right? What's written on it is the 10 Commandments, written in Paleo Hebrew. This dates back way before Christopher Columbus came over here, right? So if you got a stone before the white man came over here with Hebrew written on it, what were the people speaking that lived in this land before Christopher Columbus came over here and taught them Spanish? If it's written in Hebrew, you got the 10 Commandments written in Paleo Hebrew. So what language would the people have to speak to be able to write in Hebrew? Hebrew, right? They spoke Hebrew. Right? So if the people, what else was written in Hebrew? What language was the Bible written in?
Bring it out.
What language was the Bible written in? It was Hebrew.
That's right.
The Bible was written in Hebrew. So the people that was here before Columbus came wrote and spoke Hebrew.
Teach.
What does that let you know? They're the people of God. The people that from here, the natives here, are the people of God.
Right.
The blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we are the children of Israel. We are God's chosen people. We spoke Hebrew, but when the Spanish conquistadors came from Spain, they taught you Spanish. They stripped your language from you. They told you, you are a Mexican.
Right.
You are black.
Teach.
You are Puerto Rican.
Teach.
Not what God told you. But God told us that was going to happen to us. There's a curse that was going to happen to us. You got it? 28:37. That's a curse, right? Have you noticed that everything we said is coming from where? It's coming from where? The Bible. This is what the Bible shows us. This is not my opinion. This ain't church. Church just tell you something and you believe it because the church said it. But no, don't believe nothing, like I said. Don't believe nothing I say. I could be a liar. I got to prove it out the scriptures. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
God said his people were going to come in astonishment. People look at us and they're shocked that we treat our women the way we treat our women. How we just breed in our women. We leave baby mamas everywhere. People are astonished. They are also astonished at how we able to live in the conditions we live in. And we thrive in it. We get so much to the point that we brag about which ghetto the worst. My hood worse than your hood. We brag about it. That's an astonishment to the nation.
Bring it out.
He said you're going to be a proverb. Watch this. If you want to hide something from a black man, where you put it at? What they say? What he say? If you want to hide something from a black person, put it where? Put it in a book. They said we don't read as a people. We done had this book for hundreds of years sitting on grandma's mantle and we ain't read it yet.
Bring it out.
Our people say they love God, they believe in the Bible, but never read the Bible. That's crazy, right? How you know you believe in it if you never read it? That's what our people do. That's why they say if you want to hide something from them, put it in a book. Right? What else he said? You're going to be a byword. A byword is anything outside of your God-given name. Anybody call you something outside of Issachar or Judah or Ephraim, they disrespectful. Being called a Mexican is disrespectful. Puerto Rican is disrespectful. African American, Negro, wetback, all that's disrespectful. God said you are the children of God.
Right.
You are God's chosen people on this earth. And it's time for us to start living like it. Right? Because we get told we Gentiles. We are Gentiles. You know what a Gentile is? Somebody who ain't following after God. When you ain't following after God, you're a Gentile.
Bring it out.
But there's natural Gentiles, and then there's Gentiles who became Gentiles, who follow the ways of the Greeks, the white man. Now you're a Gentile, but when you come back to God's Bible, you get back to your heritage of an Israelite. We are the Israelites according to the Bible. It's time for us to wake up. God, it's not a coincidence that God put you right here. You got to start learning this Bible. Those flyers you got, read those flyers. Don't take my word from it, right? Call that number on the back. We got sisters who can talk to you. We got brothers to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? To where you can learn who you are according to the Bible.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.